So, I believe I need a faith roll here. Oh wait, no, you've technically already casted the spell, have you not? It's the same one that you cast before?
Yes.
Lasts for 5 rounds, I believe. But you can spend 1 power point to extend it another 5 rounds.
And how long's a round? Because we actually have a measure of time.
6 seconds.
So 1 minute since? Yeah, I don't think it's
Been about 1 minute. So you could have, if you were intending to keep it concentrated, you could have spent a power point to extend it, rather than let it.
Since this is a different trapping, from I'm going from Earth to Winter.
I think with this one specifically, like you can do that.
Can I?
Yeah, the trappings on this are more about how you cast the spell, but the power itself just gives you control of all 4 of the elements, and you can, over the rounds, do the various different things.
And then yeah, I maintain. Oh, but I can get a raise. I only have like a.
And
Yeah, I
then
won't risk it.
it's one action to basically like do one of the things.
Okay.
However,
Can
it would still technically be a faith roll, though, to see how strong it is, correct?
When they cast the spell, the result, D6, D8 with a raise at the time of casting. And they did not get a raise, so it has a D6 strength.
So D6 strength.
I'll recast.
You want to go for that raise?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Also, I forgot to mention something. The impromptu just immediately shooting yourself in the back of the head type deal, William? Have a Benny.
Thank you.
Nice. Oh, I shook my laptop. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna recast. That would be Faith.
I don't think I like the precedent of the DM encouraging me to shoot myself, but we'll see where that leads in the future.
Yeah. So yeah, I whistle and call to the wind. Close enough.
Still not a raise, but give me that D6 and I will give that D6 in resistance.
Okay.
Yeah. I accidentally told you what its strength was. Oops.
Doesn't change much.
Yeah, no, not really.
It's poopy.
Ooh, a 2.
Dos.
It got a
Oh,
1.
It did.
Yeah.
You wanna? Oh, never mind. It did it. Never mind.
It did what?
Yeah, so it rolls the wild die with it, so that if it happens to not be a wild card, but you get a natural 1, you can see if it's a crit failure in case you want to do something with it.
Yeah.
So it fails, so it's pushed back 1 inch, 1 pace, and then it makes an athletics roll to not be knocked prone.
Yes.
Yeah, this
4.
yeah.
Success.
The bow is knocked to the side as the Agapita behind you, William, is also pushed back.
I'm not confused at all anymore because the Agapita in front of me just attacked, not me. And that happens to also be the one that seemed to recognize me.
Yeah. Behind you, Reverend.
So I'm just going to turn and shoot.
Go right ahead.
Let's see.
Now,
That shooting roll.
1 inch, that's how many yards again?
1 inch is 2 yards, so 6 feet. So if she was if she was adjacent to me, there'd now be 1 square between us,
Yep.
essentially on a map.
So you've got that much room.
Yep. So it's a shot. No raise, but a hit.
Almost.
Almost a raise. And there's 9 on the damage.
9 on
So
the
that-
damage. You beat toughness by 4. So that is a raise.
That is.
As this thing's skin melts off and screams, it disappears along with the other one.
Holster my gun, hand on it, because it's a weird mechanic, but I'm quicker when I'm drawing than I am when it's already in my hand. And kind of look around and look back. Give Agapita a nod. Say, sound of the metal still annoying.
I just ignore you and just like go up to you and pull your cheek.
Don't
Is it coming off?
stop it.
Oh. As I turn around and say, yeah, still is.
Yeah. Apologies then. And I pull my gun out and pop the cylinder out and knock out the 2 spent shells. And not my speed load holster, but reach into like one of my side bags where I have like a box of ammo, and pull out 2 shells and just reload those 2 and pop it back in and reholster it. And all right. Next car.
Next.
All right. Head for the door.
You try the door.
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
This one is locked. No window, so you can't see into the next car.
Made of wood.
The majority, yes. Obviously, the lock is metal.
Well, you got any ideas besides kicking it or shooting it?
Definitely not reading the mechanics of my spell right now. Okay. Yeah, let's just kick it down.
I'll do my best, give it a big kick right by the latch, and see if I can kick it hard enough to, bust the door jam and kick the door in.
I know technically strength is for resistance stuff, but strength is also the most just aptly named thing to use here as well.
That's fine. It and my athletics are the same die, so it doesn't matter. Got a 5.
Nice.
Your boot goes through the door.
Okay.
It
Let's
hurts.
pull you out.
Pull back on it. Pull it back out of the hole I made.
Yeah. I help him.
Look down at my pants. There's a rip in my pants. That's gonna cost to get sewed up. I like these pants. Door's still shut and locked, but now it's just got a hole in it.
Yeah, but the hole's at least close enough to the handle where you could probably reach around.
Reach in.
I'll give the door a reach around.
We won't continue on that verbiage for very long. You're able to find the lock on the door. Twist it. Oh, it just got worse.
What is this, Buffett?
And it opens wide for me.
Pretty much.
Reach into
Fantastic.
the hole. Yes. Next scene.
I'll move in at a slow, cautious pace.
Oh my goodness.
As you
You did this. I didn't start this.
enter, you enter into what is essentially a bar car. A ethereal looking entity kind of stares over as he's cleaning the glass and goes, "You know, you could have just knocked and we could have opened that for you." A few of the other ghostly patrons are sitting around having a drink. They're looking at you now because you did just put a boot through the door.
Pardon our manners.
Well, I didn't.
Well,
To be fair, I didn't expect a car full of people drinking either.
not much else to do until our time comes, if you know what I mean.
When's that?
Depends. Continues cleaning the glass. So, anything I can get you while you're here?
Anybody gonna keep me from walking through the door to the next car?
Well, part of me wants to say your common sense, but I don't know if that's going to be the answer you're looking for here, partner.
I look at him and look at the hole in the door and look at him. Like, nope.
Listen, people don't stay like you very long when they're in here. We've had a couple of you. You're not the first ones. Certainly the most prepared. He sets down the glass that he was cleaning, pulls up another one, reaches up to the top shelf, pours what looks to be a type of whiskey into the cups, slides them down. His accuracy's perfect. They get to the right, to the corner of the bar and stop. The corner of the bar closest to the two of you.
What can you tell me about what's next?
Well, you're in car 4, technically. So there's cars 3, 2, and 1, and then the engine. I really would recommend that you exit on car 3. Or car 2, I guess. You don't want to be in car 1.
No, I don't.
That's where
I
they
want to
keep
be in the engine.
That's where they keep the fuel. A huge helping of ghost rock. Usually doesn't do your body very good to be around that stuff for very long.
No, I imagine not.
Of course.
What about getting to the engine?
You gotta learn to walk before you run. What about you? Kind of nods towards Agapita.
Give me anything that'll raise the spirits.
Don't really need to raise the spirits here. They kind of do that on their own. He chuckles and gestures at the patrons and himself.
I'll throw back the shot of whiskey, put the glass down, say, I don't think y'all are talking about the same spirits. Slide him the empty glass back down the bar. Aim's not going to be anywhere near as good as his, but it ain't bad.
Fills it up again, slides it back down. So, if you're trying to make it to the engine, you're wanting to talk to the master.
What I'm planning on doing is derailing this train.
So you're gonna be dealing with the master. This train don't derail until you deal with him. You have no idea what you've walked into, do you?
Nope.
I get a sense we're about to find out.
So, first things first, I guess we should get on with the warnings. He picks up a glass that a patron has set down, starts cleaning it, looking up at it. You die here, you come back. One of the many Manotau in this train will take care of that. Us spirit folk are here because, well, the train picked us up along the way. We didn't die inside of it. I used to run a saloon in a small town. Yeah. I haven't been here all that long.
Well, my plan is to make sure this train don't drag you to wherever it plans on dragging you.
Been there once already.
Again, then.
You speaking some honeyed words there. Listen, you seem like good enough folk. Have you ever heard of Ezekiel Crane?
No.
Probably not.
Not really all that surprising. Tale as old as time. Student wanted to surpass the master, went to dark means to be able to do so. You're looking at his handiwork and he kind of slams his fist down on the train. You want to know how he surpassed the master?
Sure.
So would everybody else. Fact is, nobody really knows. They say somewhere in cart 2, his personal car, as they would call it, where he sleeps when he's not manning the train, has some of his journals. However, to the best I reckon, you're going straight to a servitor's hideout, and I don't recommend you do that.
A little late for turning back now, ain't it?
I suppose. The next car up ahead changes. I can't tell you what's beyond it. I can just tell you you're gonna have to fight your way through.
We can deal with fighting, right?
I'm alright with it. Good to know we're stepping right into it, though. Kind of expected it here.
Nah.
Tends to go-
That door and then the door up ahead are your two ways. What I was getting ready to say though was, no, this particular car is a little bit of a respite. Come here, drink, talks, once you realize it's all over. Nobody here's gonna stop you. Nobody here has any ill will towards you. Seems like you're decent enough folk. You're not threatening us. Which I'm surprised. Kind of points at your necklace, William.
You're victims. And you ain't turned malice yet.
We'll be
You ain't walking where you don't belong yet.
We'll be consumed by the train soon enough.
I'll kill you then.
Well, you won't need to kill us. So you got two options. When the train comes to rest in the hunting grounds, you can go out, deal with the hunting grounds. Or you can stay in here, and eventually you get thrown into the engine, along with that ghost rock.
Happens if the ghost rock runs out while the train's still in the middle of a ride.
It increase. You know, I don't reckon I know, honestly. I know it's a mixture of ghost rock and souls that it runs on, at least that's what I've been told. I don't know what happens if you get rid of 50% of its fuel. Does that mean it only goes half as far? Half as fast? Don't run at all? I don't got an answer. You'd have to look at Ezekiel's journals for that.
Maybe if we get that far, we'll just blow up the ghost rock car. That stuff makes real big booms. Could be it's enough to take out the man in front of the car in the engine too.
Possible. Run the risk. Oh, I won't even say you run the risk. You'll blow yourself to hell and back too. If that's a gamble, or shouldn't say a gamble, because, well, that's pretty much guaranteed.
As long as I'm delivering justice in his name, I ain't none to fear in the darkest of pits.
Here from Mother Teresa.
It's better than this thing running the rails another night anyway.
He's talking for himself. I don't plan on dying here.
I ain't planning it, I told you. Just prepared for it.
Well, you've only got a scant few hours left now, don't you? Time. And then at this point, he kind of turns and reaches behind the shelving and kind of, you start noticing that it's actually cloth behind it. And he kind of pulls it, and you notice the outside looks different. You realize that it's a window behind the shelves. Day and night seem to be twisting and turning in the sky. One moment there's a bright flash of light as if the sun is at its zenith. The next moment the sun's just rising. It's all out of order. Things don't quite flow right when you're actually in here. As far as I can tell, time still moves forward. Just have no way to keep track of it in here.
Best not waste any more of it then. I'll down that second shot of whiskey, set the glass back down, upside down this time, and slide it back to him.
He catches it and starts cleaning it.
Let's go get that fight started so we can get done with it.
Crack my knuckles.
Be careful.
Pull my pistol out, look at it, pop the cylinder out, give it a roll, clip it back in, reholster it, head to the door.
As you do so, only to your ears, you know it's coming. Jam, jam, jam. Jam, jam, jam.
Hush.
What'd I do?
Not you.
No. Yeah, we'll be careful. Thank you. At the bar guy.
Kind of nods and does a courteous gesture towards the door, as if to say, well, there's the door.
I would like to cast a couple things before we open the door, knowing that we're stepping into a fight.
Go right ahead.
I'll make my rolls, but I'm gonna cast Holy Symbol and Smite. And then I believe. 1 second. I need to look at my modifiers.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm also doing the same thing.
When you tell people there's gonna be a fight, there's prep involved.
Indeed. I wasn't sure if we were going to get into it. I know we're pushing the 10:30 mark.
Yeah. I'm just gonna boost our traits.
Oh, now it wouldn't be me if there wasn't at least a little bit of posturing that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Powers.
I'm just gonna hum, and I'm gonna add a modifier to my power, which will be additional recipients.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll increase. I'll cast it 3 times because I can do this 3 times. But it just needs to be different traits. So I'll do Spirit, Fighting, and
Do that.
Shooting.
All right.
Oh, and Faith. No, what? No, that's fine.
I don't know how to mark on here that those are all up a die type from a spell, rather than just like changing them.
So, rephrase that.
On the character sheet, I'm not sure if there's a way to mark a temporary increase in die type of a skill or attribute on this particular character sheet.
Oh yeah, that's what the casting does.
No.
Yeah. So you'll have to might as well go ahead and make your faith rolls. You got 3 faith rolls to make.
Yep. You know what? I'll do it 4 times, but the first one will just be me
Okay.
Okay.
for my faith. And how long will this last? Hold on. Duration 5. Okay.
5. Yeah,
rounds.
5 rounds.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. William's gonna cast
Whoa.
Holy Symbol.
15.
Oh, nice. I think that means that goes up 2 die type or something like that when you get a raise.
Got 2
Yeah, a lot of these, the outside of like damage and stuff,
Yeah.
the multiple raises don't.
I know, but it's almost 3 raises. It's so close.
I know, it makes.
You know what? For a roll like that, if it would have been 3, I think I would have just had to have given a Benny or something for that type of roll. Just be like.
So I'm gonna cast Holy Symbol.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add 3 additional power points to it to give it an area of effect, which lets me affect all allies within a medium blast template, and also makes it strong, which gives. So what Holy Symbol does is me and my affected creatures that try to make attacks on us have to make a spirit roll as a free action, and they if they fail the spirit roll, basically they can't make the attack, and that includes area of effects attacks that would catch us in the area of effect. And making it strong means that they make that spirit roll at a -2, and if I get a raise, that changes to a -4. So they'll have to basically it protects us unless they make successful spirit rolls. And so I'll do that, and then I'm also going to cast Smite on my pistol. And I'm going to double check my. Are you prepping your bow or your spear?
My bow.
Okay.
But I have a question. I have this edge called channeling, and it says if I get a raise, I can reduce it by 1. Since I get 2 raises, does it decrease by 2?
No, just 1.
Okay, because it says this can take it to a 0. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it can
just 1.
make it free, so to speak.
Yeah, some powers only cast 1 power, only take 1 power point to cast. And there are some edges that can do that, but can never reduce it down to 0. That one is an exception. So.
Okay, so yeah, this will be the next one for our spirit. Okay.
So what was the first one? Was the first one that was your faith? That was yours for faith, right?
Personal.
Nice.
Yeah. -1, so that's 2.
That's a raise. So we get. Is it 2 die type? Is that what the raise effect is?
Yes.
Nice. So spirit, we go up 2 die types. That'll make my spirit a D12 plus 1.
Ooh.
Because I'm at a D10 already.
Next I'll do
You're gonna need it.
That's just a regular one. Shooting.
Mm-hmm. That's a success.
Yep. Have to
And then the
cost.
fighting.
Okay. Last one.
I don't mean to send that yet. I was making notes.
Oops.
Yep. Fighting.
Oh,
goes
nice.
to
Another raise.
So nice. Holy symbol with strong.
This is what
There we go.
happens. There's a lot of buffing.
Yeah. So faith did not affect me, so I'm at my normal faith. All right, so I'm gonna cast a holy symbol first. That's a raise. So what that means is I'll subtract 6 power points, and as long as you're within a medium blast template of me, me and you, me always, and you as long as you're within a medium blast template of me, which is enough.
Yeah.
Before anything supernatural, evil critters find it hard to attack us Any supernaturally evil creatures that want to make a direct physical attack on the bearer of the symbol must make a spirit roll as a free action, and they'll make that at a -4. Attacks include area of effect attacks that will catch the bearer in their template. Blah 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 blah. Yep, that's it. So it's direct physical attacks, not magical attacks. But yeah. But they have to make a spirit roll at -4, or they can't.
Direct attacks, is that just melee, or is that also ranged? Just want to confirm.
Ranged, yeah, okay. Just physical attack. So it doesn't keep them from casting spells, like using powers, but any sort of physical attack.
Okay.
They have to, including anything that would create an area of effect. So if like they were gonna like shoot a gunpowder barrel and make it blow up, if we were within range of that gunpowder barrel, they wouldn't be able to. Because that is a physical attack attempting to cause us direct harm with an area of effect, so it doesn't. Okay. But if they like do like some sort of like sweeping attack that knocks over a bookshelf, and us getting hit by the bookshelf is incidental, that's fine. It just can't be their intent to harm us with that effect. Is the way I've read it.
Okay.
And then my other spell will be smite. On my bullets. Yeah, and that will give me +2 damage, +4 if I get a raise. I'm going to spend an additional power point though for additional recipients, and I'm going to reach over and touch your quiver of arrows as well, because it can affect an entire magazine, 20 bolts, shells, or arrows, or 1 full load of ammunition. So my pistol, your quiver. And let's make that faith roll.
Damn.
Success, but not a raise. But any damage you do with your bow, you'll be able to add +2.
Okay. Wow.
Actually, let's spend a Benny. Now, didn't get the raise. Okay.
Okay. You ready?
And then, let's see.
I am. So, me as a GM, I am sitting here, actually kind of very glad for the monster I picked.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
When we have warning.
Because, while you've been sitting here buffing, this monster has a specific thing where technically it can get stronger, depending on something.
Nice.
So,
we'll both... I cast 2 spells, and Agapita cast how many? 4? It's about 30 seconds, 24 to 30 seconds, and then once we've done casting our spells, give a nod, open the door.
Yeah, reach for the
Guns blazing.
you just hear an ethereal voice behind you. Good luck. And as you step over that threshold, you find yourselves in what can only be called a corpse wagon. The bottom of the floor is slick and coated in viscera. Bodies in various stages of mutilation are strung about the walls, hanging from meat hooks. The smell is rank. Everybody make a fear roll.
All right. I'm just gonna come temporarily adjust my spirits. All these die.
Mm-hmm.
I sent notes to the chat of what the adjustments were, so I can send them back again. And then there's that one. And then shooting goes up 1. There we go.
You know what? Since you spend a Benny, I'll spend a Benny too.
With a raise.
Wait, where's the +1 from?
Because I had a D10 and you raised our spirit by 2, so I went to D12 +1.
Okay, got it.
You can't go higher than D12.
That isn't with a raise. -4 Deadland.
Oh yeah. Still a success though.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about the Deadlands -4.
Try again for me.
That was your second Benny you just spent, right?
Yes.
This is your last Benny. If you want to spend it, go ahead.
We do get them back at the beginning of next session.
Yeah, I spent it. So yeah, 6 and a 1. Oh, 6 and a 4.
Oh, it hasn't. Yeah, the 6 and a 4 hasn't popped up on my screen yet.
Yeah, hadn't seen them either.
Oh.
So that's a failure.
Yep.
Give me another roll on that fear table.
No modifiers on this one since it wasn't a creature modifier, so just a flat D20 roll.
Okay. Wait, it has rolled. Come on. 8. 8.
Keep getting those like 8s and 10s. That is... Where's the page?
Vulnerable until the end of the next turn.
Oof. That's not a great one.
Yeah. Oh, do you just have it memorized or something?
No. I have lots of tabs open.
I unfortunately don't have enough space on my computer to be able to do such a thing yet.
I've got the real estate, so I keep tabs open so I can help with Wyverian and not have to dig through rules.
So. It's unnerving being in here. It's unpleasant. However, the door is 15, 20 feet in front of you.
We were told there's going to be a fight. I believe it, and I'm looking for what the fight's coming from. So, moving forward, but slowly.
You want to give me a roll?
Notice?
What else would it be?
Following his lead.
4!
Me. Let's go.
You don't see anything out... Well, okay, I can't say you don't see anything out of the ordinary. No, Agapita, because you're in a corpse wagon.
Yeah.
You don't notice the pile of corpses. You don't notice their arms twitching slightly. William does.
There it is. Is it between us and the door, to the left, to the right? Is there any chance of making a mad dash and getting to the door? Or is this we're going to have to throw down here?
Well, the answer to that is a bit more complicated. Because I did say arms moving, twitching.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're counting at least 15 arms twitching.
Fantastic. I love that from me. I'll call it out to Agapita. How big is this space?
Across, you can probably get 6-7 people shoulder to shoulder. Be cramped, but you could get them shoulder to shoulder if you squeezed, actually squeeze them together. And stated 15-20 feet lengthwise. Height-wise, about 10 feet.
And this pile of corpses is between us and the other side? Something we'd have to go over or through?
Yes.
Cool. Cool. Man.
This mass of corpses begins to pull and yank itself towards you.
Yeah, it's time to throw down. So once I step in, kind of view everything, see that it's between us and them, see them twitching, I'll just say to Agapita, I'll say, found the fight, and then I'll start shooting into the pile of corpses.
Thanks for watching Spaghetti Wednesdays on the Domain Gaming, the actual play series where we throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also support us on Patreon and get access to exclusive content, behind the scenes, and more. Tune in next week for another thrilling adventure on Spaghetti Wednesdays. Let's see what sticks this time.